So you did it. All those late nights, all that hard work. You finally got that international degree in your hand. But now comes the really big question, right? Where do you actually start your career? This is a massive decision. So today, we're going to break it all down for you. Look, this isn't just about your first job. This choice is going to ripple through your life for years, affecting everything from your salary to your chances of actually settling down long term. So let's get you the real, hard data you need to pick the absolute best path for you. We're going to put 4 of the most popular countries head-to-head: France, the UK, Ireland, and Canada. We'll be comparing all the stuff that really matters to you as a new graduate, from work rights all the way to permanent residency. Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, making some money while you're still studying. Knowing the rules around part-time work is, honestly, so important. It helps your wallet, obviously, but it's also how you get your foot in the door professionally.
Now, if you're even thinking about France, you have to know this term, convention de stage. It's basically a mandatory 3-way contract for any internship between you, your university, and the company. And it's not just a piece of paper. Without it, your internship is literally illegal. It's that serious.
So how do these countries stack up for part-time work? Well, during the school year, they're pretty similar. The UK, Ireland, and Canada give you about 20 to 24 hours a week. France is a little different. They have an annual limit. But check out the difference during holidays. Canada gives you unlimited hours. In Ireland, they give you a massive 5-month window to work full-time, which can be a huge, huge boost to your savings. And let's just zoom in on that wage in Ireland for a second. At over 14 euros an hour, their minimum wage is an absolute game changer. It's the highest of these English-speaking countries, and that extra cash can make a world of difference when you're living on a student budget. Okay, graduation day has come and gone. Now for the next big challenge, getting that visa to stay and work. Seriously, the length and the rules of these permits can literally make or break your entire career launch. All right, looking at the big picture for master's grads, Canada really stands out with a super generous 3-year permit. Ireland gives you a very solid 2 years. France offers 1 year, but it has this really cool perk. You can apply for it from abroad up to 4 years after you graduate. But take a look at the UK. You'll notice that duration is shrinking, and there's a big reason for that. And here it is. This is the big breaking news for the UK. The graduate route visa is getting cut from a full 2 years down to just 18 months. That change kicks in from 2027, and losing 6 months, that puts a ton of pressure on you to find a company to sponsor you, and fast. Let's just put that into perspective for a minute. While Ireland is still giving you a full 24 months to find your feet and land a great job, the UK's new 18-month window turns your job search into a much, much tighter race against the clock. Honestly, that extra 6 months could be the difference between landing your dream job and having to pack your bags. Okay, finding a job is one thing, but what about actually building a life? What about the long game? Let's talk about the journey from a temporary work permit all the way to permanent residency. If you are thinking long-term, this slide right here is probably the most important one for you. Look closely at that column, employer dependent. See, in both France and the UK, you are initially tied to a specific company that sponsors you, and in the UK, that's for 5 whole years. Compare that to Canada or Ireland, where after just 2 years, you have the freedom to change jobs. That flexibility is a massive deal for your career security. So let's walk through that Irish path because it's just so clear and direct. It's a simple 4-step process. 1, graduate. 2, get a job from their critical skills list. 3, work in that job for 2 years. And 4, boom, you automatically qualify for what they call Stamp 4, which is your permanent residency. It's one of the clearest and quickest paths out there. But wait, it gets even better. Because only one of these countries offers a pathway to an EU passport. Getting Irish citizenship doesn't just make you Irish, it makes you an EU citizen, with the right to live and work freely across all 27 EU countries. For your future mobility, that is a truly life-changing advantage. So, with all this information swirling around, how in the world do you actually make a decision? Okay, let's pull it all together and help you figure out which country really matches what you want for your life and your career. All right, let's talk money because it matters, right? Especially in a high-demand field like tech. As you can see, starting salaries are really strong across the board. Ireland, Canada, and the UK all offer fantastic earning potential right out of a master's program. That is a great return on your investment.
And this quote from a recent grad just says it all. This is the Silicon Docs advantage in Dublin. You have this insane concentration of the world's biggest tech companies, Google, LinkedIn, Meta, you name it, all in one place. That means more opportunities, more interviews, and it's what drives those amazing salaries.
So let's boil it all down to this simple framework. What's your number one priority? If it's a tech career in Europe or that long-term EU citizenship, all signs point to Ireland. If you just want the fastest, clearest path to residency in English, Canada's point system is tough to beat. If it's all about the prestige of the university you graduated from, the UK still has that powerful brand. And if you want to be fluent in French and work in a major European economy, well, France offers a path like no other.
At the end of the day, the choice is all yours. You've done the hard part. You've earned the degree. And now you get to decide where the next exciting chapter of your story begins. The right path is out there. You just have to match it to your own ambition.